With this, I'm going to officially start today's meeting number 330 with the bang of this gavel. And meeting number 330 is officially in session. Now today, what makes this meeting special? It is just another Sunday, just another meeting. Instead of 2 speakers, we have 4 speakers. But what makes it really special? Anyone? Any guesses? This is the meeting with which the term is also ending. And the executive committee will hand over their term to the next executive committee to ensure the smooth functioning of the club. So that's why we thought, let's make this meeting special. And we came up with a speechathon, and we also invited our dear area director, Toastmaster Sakshi, who is smiling right there on the screen from Jodhpur. Toastmaster Sakshi, welcome to the club, and may I please request you to introduce yourself to the club and the guest. Thank you.
Sure. Hello, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so my name is Sakshi Singh. I work as a senior software engineer in Akamai Technologies. And right now I'm here in Jodhpur because my company is doing work from home and hybrid. So since COVID, I'm working from home itself, and my entire area director term also have been looking and supervising the clubs like this only. But I'm really happy that all the clubs in the area has done a great job, and our area, because of each club's good deeds, has become a select distinguished area as well. And I congratulate speakers then for showing up so greatly in the entire term, and want to thank you, the executive committee, as well, because throughout the year they were really responsive and took their responsibility and worked hard to make it happen. And along with this, I would like to extend my best wishes to the upcoming executive committee as well. I saw the poster which was released where new XComs were shown, and I hope all of them also take the club to greater heights, and we keep in contact with each other through all the meetings ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sakshi, and thank you for accepting my invitation and coming to the club as an evaluator as well. Now, every club is not just about the executive committee and all that. Like, this is just the cherry on top of the cake, but the main thing is the cake. And for any club or Toastmasters to function, it is the members. So please join me in welcoming our newest member, who we are also meeting in the first time in the offline meeting, Toastmaster Ayan. Toastmaster Ayan, can you please introduce yourself to the club in 30 seconds?
Yeah, this is Ayan Banerjee from Kolkata. So due to work reason, I'm in Bangalore. And yeah, I joined because I need to improve myself in speaking. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, and I'm glad to have you here. All right, now enough of me speaking here. You all must be getting bored. So let me welcome our Toastmaster of the day, a existing Toastmaster who recently moved to Bangalore and decided to join Speakers Den, a great valuable member of the team who came up with so many ideas to plan today's meeting that I was not able to keep up with them. I was not even responding because I was occupied with work, and he was still like reluctant about, yeah, I want your input on this. So please join me in welcoming Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Vishal. Toastmaster Vishal, you can use this.
Thank you so much, our presiding officer, Toastmaster Tanmay, and welcome to all our dear guests and existing members joining online as well as virtually. It's a great pleasure to be the Toastmaster of the day, because we have recently, as a country, right, or as a world, we have celebrated something very important. We have celebrated International Yoga Day on 21st of June. And it's just coincidence that we have two special occasions today for this club. One, we celebrated the International Yoga Day. And secondly, a new EC has been elected. It's the last dance of our existing EC members, and we will be welcoming our new EC members shortly. So I've clubbed the two to events which has recently happened and merged it into today's session for the day. Yoga and the last dance. I'll come about the last dance story, what it means, what's the thought process behind that. But let's first celebrate the yoga. And before I start, for our guests, I would like to just mention how a typical Toastmasters meeting is conducted. Toastmasters meetings have 3 sections. First is the speech segment, as you can see over here. Today we have 4 speakers. Then typically we have the table topic masters. Toastmaster Meenal is our table topic master for today. And then we have evaluation section, which will be led by GE Toastmaster Lalita. I request all our members joining virtually as well as physically to stay till the end to make the most of this meeting. Now, to get started, we have something called warm up in every yoga event. So today, yoga or a warm up for this yoga is a laughter yoga. And I want everyone virtually in person to join me and celebrate this warm up yoga. And here's the cue for everyone. We have a credit card bill or a debit card bill, whatever, and we find that it's too much, right? It has just exceeded whatever our thought was. And how would you respond when you have this bill coming up on your face and you have to react to it? And we have to react it with a laugh. We have to laugh out louder and suppress our depression, and we have to just enjoy that. So that's the ask. And we have to see the credit card and then we have to laugh. I'll give an example, and then I would request everyone in this hall as well as online to unmute yourself and just let's laugh out together. Everyone resonating with the other person's laugh. Because the reaction is same, right? We all have the credit card which has accelerated the boundaries. So here's how I would react to it, and then I would request everyone to react. Wow. Credit card, wow. And if the bill is this huge, oh, wow. Now I would want everyone to just release all the tensions and start laughing together. 3, 2, 1, unmute and start. Toastmaster Pasas and his office mates would be thinking what's happening here. But that's how it is. We are in the laughter yoga session. So that's a good laugh. And we have Toastmaster Sonal and Velevan joining us. Velevan, here's a quick ask from you. We all are laughing, right? And we have seen you very seriously. You can come over here. We have seen you very seriously joining all the virtual meetings, but today we are laughing for no reason. But here's the cue. We have received a credit card and it has exceeded the boundaries, right? It's too much over the top. And we have to laugh and react to that. So we all will be joining you. You are not alone. You just have to start and we all will be following you.
You want me to act like
you just have to laugh and release all the tension. This is a laughter yoga session. No reaction, just laugh. See, this is the bill, this is the amount, and you just have to start laughing. And we will be joining him, by the way. All the online people, we will be joining him. Well, the stage is yours for the laughter.
Can you show me how to laugh?
See, that's the problem. Yeah. So Sonal is volunteering. Stage is here for a laughter.
Yeah, because Velavan is a little inhibited than me. So the card is exceeded, right? Like I've overspent and now I have to laugh.
Okay.
You should try that. You'll win some contest.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sonal. So, Velevan, the stage is yours. 3,
Again, what is your
3, 2, 1. So 11 is too shy to laugh, but please have a seat, 11. Thanks for joining and thanks everyone for releasing all the tensions and enjoying this session. Now we'll be moving to a our main course of this yoga session and the last dance. But before that, we have some change in plan, and we have to have our first speech on priority, and then we will move as per our plan. So I would request our Toastmaster Tanmay to be ready. But before that, I would request general evaluator for today to introduce herself as well as to introduce her tag team partners. Toastmaster, I would like to invite Toastmaster Lalita on stage so that she can let us know her role as well as introduce her team members. Toastmaster Lalita, stage is all yours.
Good morning, everyone. So as a general, I'm Lalita, and I'll be the general evaluator for the day. As a general evaluator, I shall evaluate the entire meeting team from start to end. To help me in this, I have a tag team with me. So that is our timer, our counter, and grammarian. Timer, I would like to invite Sonal to give an introduction about her role.
So for, as a timer, since we have only prepared speeches today, I will be flashing the green card. I will be flashing the green card at 5 minutes. The green looks like this. The amber or the yellow card at 6 minutes, and the red card at 7 minutes, after which the speaker has 30 seconds grace to wind up his or her speech. Now for evaluation, every speech will be evaluated. And for evaluation, I will flash the green card at 2 minutes, the amber, the yellow card at 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and the red card at 3 minutes. Again, after which the speaker has 30 seconds buffer to wind up his or her speech. And I will give my report to the general evaluator when called upon by her.
Thank you, Sonal, for the introduction. So today we don't have anyone for grammarian and our counter. So with that, I would like to pass it on to Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator Toastmaster Lalita. Now I would request Toastmaster Tanmay to be to be ready for his speech. But before that, I would like to call evaluator for Toastmaster Tanmay, Area Director Toastmaster Sakshi. Toastmaster Sakshi, welcome to the stage. Can we have a quick introduction from you?
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So today's Tanmay's speech is level 3 of his project, and he has opted the pathway innovative planning. The speech would be about delivering social speeches, and the timing of the speech would be 3 to 4 minutes. The title of the speech is It Opens at the End. Now, about the evaluation, on what basis I would be evaluating. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice delivering social speeches in front of the club members. He can choose any of his preferred title or social topic, and I would be evaluating based on several things like clarity, vocal variety, and how he is progressing in his speech, the format of the speech, and audience awareness and things like that. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Tanmay on stage for starting his speech. All the best.
All the best, Toastmaster Tanmay.
Tyler, please note it's 3 to 4 minutes speech. Let me just put this clip first. Attention, everyone. We all have joined today to celebrate this occasion of Speakers and Toastmasters meeting number 330, the last meeting of the program year 2022-2023. While it has been a wonderful year with lots of ups and a few downs, there are some things which goes beyond it. So please join me in congratulating the entire members, all the members, the guests, and everyone who has been part of this journey in the last 1 year. Please join me in congratulating all of them with a wondrous round of applause. My heart is filled with joy. My heart also feels heavy. it's not just that it was a successful year, it's also an indication that the year has ended. Everything that begins comes to an end. Be it that you refer mythology, be it that you refer your own life, anything that starts eventually ends. But what does that mean? Does that mean that we all should be unhappy about it? Or does that mean that we should celebrate the occasion? Because when we are out of that moment, we are going to move past today's program year to the next program year. There will be a new executive committee, there will be new members, new guests, and everyone joining in. We'll be looking back and we're seeing at the wonderful year. There are some memories which are too painful. There are some memories which makes you too happy, makes you cry a tear of joy. But then in the end, when you look back, it's hardly to remember any harsh memories. You always look back and smile. That, wow, what an year. What a team and what an amazing members. In this club, talking about this club particularly, let me recount the amazing achievements of this club. We have had multiple members joining every Sunday. To name few, we have Toastmaster Lalita, who have been a consistent sire at arms with all of her tenacity to make sure all the meetings are started on time, and she set the ground rules so perfectly that no one dares to use their phone in the meeting except the timer. So a round of applause for Toastmaster Lalita. We also have the brother duo, Toastmaster Venkatesh, joining from Bihar. Despite having all the network problems, the infra problems, he makes sure that he always attends the meeting on time. And thanks to him, his brother has also decided to join us, who is Toastmaster Anjani, working at the Indian Army. He's a soldier. But despite that, he takes out his time to make sure that he uses this platform to improve himself. What else can be said? So a round of applause from the bottom of my heart for Toastmaster Venkatesh. Now, there is also someone who was in Bangalore, but now they have moved to Gurgaon. But still, they make sure that all the meetings run smoothly, from meeting room booking to meeting link setting. So I'm thankful for Toastmaster Sankhya's invaluable contribution to the club. Thank you, Toastmaster Sankhya. Now, the time limits me to name one and all and everyone. But to give you an overview, we have had our members at the area levels, at the district levels. And these are the members who make sure that the club succeeds. So join me in another successful year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tanmay. What a fabulous speech. I think not prepared, but from the bottom of his heart, because then it doesn't require any preparation. So kudos to you, Toastmaster Tanmay, for giving this thunderous speech. Toastmaster Sakshi, please give me a thumbs up once you are ready for the evaluation. I know we are changing the timing because you have some time constraint. So let us know once you are available. Meanwhile, we will go ahead and start our next speech. The second speaker for today is Toastmaster Chetna. But before that, I would like to invite evaluator of Toastmaster Chetna, Toastmaster Abhishek, to let us know about the speech objective and what he is going to evaluate in Toastmaster Chetna's speech. Toastmaster Abhishek, stage is yours.
Thank you. So Toastmaster Chetna will be attempting a presentation mastery L2 P3. And the purpose of the project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. And the purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of previous experience as a protege. And the title of the speech is Light of My Life. So over to you, Toastmaster Chetna.
Yeah, I'll just quickly introduce Toastmaster Chetna. She is a professional working as finance analyst right now. She loves reading books. She is crazy about numbers, and she has been our consistent members of this Toastmasters Club. Let's give a round of applause and welcome Toastmaster Chetna on stage. Toastmaster Chetna, stage is yours.
You need help?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry. So now I'm not able to.
No, the clip has slid down. Yes.
Okay. How many of you here have been in a situation where you're really confused and unable to take any decision of your life at any point in time? Huh. How many of you have been in a situation where you don't know what is the next step to be taken in life? And how many of you have been in a situation where you have too many options and you don't know the right path? Which should I choose among them?
Yes.
So, yeah, including me, all of us have been in such situations, isn't it? But we would have noticed one thing at that point in time. There is someone, a special person at that point in time, who just like an angel comes into our life just to show us the right path and guide us in the right direction. And that person is none other than a mentor. So, here, talking about a mentor is somebody who knows your real strengths more than you do. They know very well what you're really capable of more than you do. We have found mentors in many aspects of our life, be it our education, be it our career, or our personal life. Now, coming to the types of mentors, if you consider your colleagues, your family members, or your friends, they can be considered as informal mentors. You can share anything with them, or you can seek advice, or they are the people to even challenge you at times. But coming to the formal mentors, they are the ones who help you to achieve your targets and goals in real time. So, we have all come across different types of mentors in our life. But today, I would like to stress on 3 types of mentors. The first type of mentor is your life mentor. Now, when coming to your real life mentor, one thing while choosing your real life mentor is the foundation of trust, whom you really trust, whom you can be open to speak to, and whose opinions you value the most. In my life mentor till now has been none other than my own mother. My mother, she's always been the spark of my life. I can share any feelings or anything, right from stupid to serious, and I don't have the fear of ever being judged by her. And also, my mother, she's taught me right from my childhood, no matter how tough your life gets, never give up. She's also taught me to take my own decisions and value my decisions and not be carried away by others' opinions and take the whole responsibility for taking whatever decisions I've taken. But on the other hand, she is also my taskmaster, and she always wants to be the best of myself. Even today, she continues to be my inspiration. Now, coming to the second type of mentor. Second type of mentor is none other than your career mentor. While choosing a career mentor, you should choose a person who is much more experienced than you and also who's understand in the same field as you. And he should be a person who should be able to guide you right from your job conflicts, whatever you face in your workplace, to whatever crucial decisions you have to be taking in your career. So, past few months, I've been working for Legato, and my mentor is none other than my manager. He's always encouraged me in every which career aspect of mine. And he's always guided me in the right direction. There are certain things which I was really capable of and I was very good at, but I could not identify it myself. But my manager could. He was the one who taught me what my strengths were. And also, at times, he has even given me critical feedback for my improvement. And he also recommended me for better roles in my company. So I really feel lucky and encouraged to go to my workplace every day because I have such knowledgeable and encouraging mentor in my journey of career. Now, coming to the third type of mentor, that is none other than the peer mentor. Peer mentors are those whom you can, reach to and who are approachable without any kind of formalities. And they always want the best out of you. In Toastmasters, it is none other than Toastmaster Sankhya and Toastmaster Sonal. Toastmaster Sankhya, anytime is approachable. Anytime I call him, he's guided me in the right direction, be it on giving my speeches or be it on, me taking up any roles, right from small roles to timer, accounter, or the TMOD. He's always guided me. Toastmaster Sonal too, she's very encouraging and supportive. And every time she helps me to craft my speech and she gets on the Zoom calls to understand where my weaknesses are while giving a speech. And she gives me a constructive feedback, which is really helpful. I really appreciate her patience and dedication towards mentoring me. I would like to conclude that a mentor is a person who knows your strengths and weaknesses and who encourages you in working on your strengths, at the same time gives you constructive feedback. Just like how when a lamp is lit, it illuminates light even in the dark. A mentor is a person who illuminates your life even during the dark times and shows you the right path. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chetna, for letting us know about the three mentors and how they have helped shape your life. Yeah, I'm a bit jealous of your manager being such a nice mentor. I think most of us are here. But yeah, that's good that you have such a good manager as your mentor. Having said that, let's move to our Toastmaster Tanmay's evaluation. Toastmaster Sakshi, stage is yours. Stage is all yours.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmasters of the day. So first of all, about Tanmay's speech, kudos to Tanmay that he has given a speech on the spot that I got to know after the speech was done. But I have done the evaluation with the thought that he has prepared for it. Nevertheless, it's really a good trait being a Toastmaster that we come upon on the spot and speak things that we want to. So the good things about the speeches that I liked were the prop use at the start of the speech. That was really good start, and the opening attention was grabbing because of that. And then the selection of the topic was also fabulous because looking at the theme of the meeting today, the speech topic was excellent, and according to his evaluation form also, the speech could have been a toast, and he has done it the same way. Apart from it, the speaking speed was having variety, and he was having pauses where he wanted to put emphasis on each of the person or his or her good deeds. Apart from it, there are some words or phrases that I really like tear of joy, he said, and the body gestures were great. There were only two things that I could find out that he could have done better, or he might be doing it better in the future speeches. One is about the diction, where the words are pronounced clearly or distinctively. So couple of times at the start, I found out that the distinction is little less. For example, it is also indication, he said, but he skipped the article. It is also an indication. And then there is one point where it was inner smile, but we could have said it like with a smile. So recount can be used as revisit when he said that let's recount. But overall, maybe this is the things that grammarian would have got, but I thought of putting it here. The second thing is about the conclusion. I think that it could have been little more effective, but that could have been given because the timing was too less for the speech. So that is why extending thanks and gratitude to all the members would have been an issue. So that I would count like this. But over and all, I would really thank and congratulate Tanmay that he has done level 3 project of his innovative planning pathway, and I extend him warm wishes for his upcoming speeches. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sakshi, for the insightful evaluation. Now, moving ahead in our theme of the day, there's a short quiz which I have prepared for all of you. I would request everyone to scan or leverage the instruction which I'm about to share in my screen. Okay. It's not coming up. Let me share it again. Okay, so here's the instruction. You have to open from your mobile phone this menti.com instruction. You have to write menti.com, or you can scan this QR code. All the guests over here can do so that we can all play this short quiz game. Won't take more than 4 or 5 minutes, but let's be quick. The idea is to understand the knowledge of our recent happenings around the world, especially related to International Yoga Day. I would request menti.com in the QR code. Scan over here. Okay, or just write menti.com. That's it. It's very simple. In your Windows browser, be it Safari, Chrome, just write menti.com, menti.com. It will ask for a code. I'll let you know the code now. It's there in the screen as well. Yeah, maybe QR code has some issue. Just write menti.com. Is it coming blank for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's. I could see 11 people have joined it. Yeah, got it, got it. I think we have lots of people who have already joined. Guests, could you please confirm once? Yeah, I think you have entered your name, right?
We have entered the code here.
Yeah. Okay, so all have entered their code. Please confirm once.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so something is loading up in your mobile phone. Okay, we have 13 players ready, all of us over here. Now it's 14, 15. Okay, anyone not joined yet, please let me know. 16 players, 17. Okay, 10 more count and then we'll start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we have 17 players who have already joined this game. You have to answer the questions fastest and correctly, obviously. So this powerful image is from which location and which year? This is our Prime Minister doing a yoga session somewhere in India. Okay, so time is up for these questions. We have 3 persons who have answered this rightly. It was Mysore Palace 2022, very near to Bangalore. So let's see what's the leaderboard says. We have Arya, Anjani, and Snuggles. We'll come to know who is Snuggles, but yeah, they are leading right now. Here's the next question. Now we have 19 members. It's coming on your screen right now. What was the theme for this year's 2023 International Yoga Day, which we celebrated a few days back? Okay, so time 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see how many of us got it right. Again, 3. Yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam was the theme for this session. And Abhishek, Anjani, and Chetna are leading the folks right now. And the total is Anjani is number 1 right now. Okay, so here's the third questions for all our 18 players who are currently playing the game. Name the Toastmaster of the day, that is my favorite asana. And the image is the favorite asana. You just have to name it. Is it Savasana? Is it Naukasana? It's Setu Bandhana or Vikshasana? And the image says it all. Just guess it right and you are correct. Ah, wow. Still someone is wrong. Still someone is wrong. Okay, let's see what the leaderboard says right now. Okay, so Anjani is wrong, I guess, in the last round, but anyways, Anjani is still leading the pack with Abhishek quickly following up. Here's the next question for all of you. And you have to answer fast as well as correctly. That's also important. Not just correct, but fast. In Surya Namaskar, how many steps are involved? Sun salutation is the English name of Surya Namaskar, for your information. 3, 7, 12, or 25? Everyone has voted. Okay, so we have some right answers. Majority is right, and that's a good sign. Let's see the leaderboard right now. I guess Abhishek will lead the pack, but let's see. Yes, Abhishek and Chetna. Now let's move towards the 5th question of this small tournament. How do you define the word yoga? What is the meaning of this? Is it relaxation, mindfulness, join or unite, or exercise? Everyone has voted. Let's see what's the leaderboard has to offer. Okay, let's move to the next question. The last and the final questions, which will decide who will win the tournament or the small game. From which language is the word yoga derived? Is it Hindi, Tamil, English, or Sanskrit? And all of us have answered it correctly. So kudos to all of you. Here's the final leaderboard and how it looks right now, which will be coming next. So the point has been added and we have Abhishek as the winner. So now we know Abhishek doesn't just tell about mindfulness, he actually reads about it. So he has showcased that through this game. Let's give a round of applause again for Toastmaster Abhishek for winning and for each of us for answering most of the questions correctly. Now let's move on to our next speech because we are running out of time. For that, the evaluator is Toastmaster Tanmay and the speaker is Toastmaster Pasha. Toastmaster Pasha, please come on the camera so that we are sure you are ready. Okay. Now
Yes,
I'd
sir.
like to invite Toastmaster Tanmay to read the speech objective.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. Today, I would be evaluating Toastmaster Pasha, who is attempting his presentation mastering level 3, project 3. His objective is connect with storytelling. He was telling us a speech in a form of a story, and his objective is to connect with the audience. There's a 5 to 7 minute speech. Timer, please take note. I would be evaluating Toastmaster Pasha on basis of clarity, vocal variety, content, and how he is able to put audience in a comfort zone. With this, I wish best of luck for the target speaker, Toastmaster Pasha, and back to you, TMOD.
Just show me how to throw the card now.
Yeah.
Just a second. More cards?
I'll just put it.
Meanwhile, Toastmaster Pasha, can we have an audio video check once?
Sir,
Can you
am
say?
I audible?
Please go ahead.
I am audible.
Yes, Toastmaster Pasha, you are audible and
Hello, 1, 2,
clearly visible.
Sir, just check my clarity of screen, sir, whether it is clear, sir, or hazy.
No, it's clear. It's clear for us.
That should be.
Yeah. And Toastmaster, so in your screen, right, Toastmaster Pasha, you will see TMOD, TM Vishal, where Toastmaster timer will show their card like this. Toastmaster, can you share
Vishal,
one? Yeah.
I have to TMOD, TM Vishal, to whom to pin, sir?
No, you can see the
Yes,
timing
I
card.
can see. But
Yeah,
I
so-
can see, I'm seeing Sonal madam sitting behind.
Yeah. Sees
Yeah,
the
that-
timer.
Okay.
Sees
Okay,
the
okay.
timer and she will showcase her timing card through mobile phone the way she did just now. So
Okay,
keep
sir,
an eye on
happy.
that timing card.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Fine,
so
fine.
Toastmaster Pasha, Bombaikar to Bombay, Bombaikar to Bombay, Toastmaster Pasha.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. It is Bombay Kal to Bombay, sir.
Okay.
The speech title is Bombay Kal to Bombay. Bombay Kal.
Understood, Toastmaster Pasha. Bombaikar to Bombay,
Bombay.
Bombaikar to Bombay, Toastmaster Pasha.
Yes. Shall I start, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Who does not wants to prosperous? Every one of us wants to prosperous. Why we want to prosperous? From anybody can, audience, please. Why we want to be prosperous? Very good, very nice answer. So, we want to prosperous because we have a good life. So good life comes from where?
From money.
No, he got it. So do you remember the last word? Was that TMOD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money, yeah. Money by Anjani.
So I will call him. So in the meanwhile, can you call the next speaker?
Sure.
In the interest of time.
Yeah. So while Toastmaster Pasha is joining, we'll move to our next speaker. Evaluator for Toastmaster Bridges is Toastmaster Anjani. Toastmaster Anjani, could you please read the speech objective for Toastmaster Bridges and let us know what is the objective? Over to you, Toastmaster Anjani.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. So good morning, everyone. So today's my target speaker is Brijesh Dhyani. So his pathway is team collaboration, P1 level 1, and his speech title is "In life, sometimes what we really want, we never get it." All the best to Toastmaster Brijesh Dhyani. Back to Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you. Toastmaster Anjani, just to confirm, is this L1P1 icebreaker
Yes, sir.
speech?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. L1P1.
So since this is a L1P1, I would request all our members, guests, as well as members online to stand up and give a round of applause as soon as Toastmaster Brijesh completes his speech. After his speech, we have to come on screen, stand up, and we have to give a round of applause. Now, I would like to invite Toastmaster Brijesh to come over here and please speech on your speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Brijesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. But I want to correct that it's not my icebreaker. It's my second speech.
Okay, fine. But still, we will congratulate you and we will clap for you.
Okay, thank you.
Over to you.
So, good afternoon to all. Myself, Brijesh Dhyani, and I am from Uttarakhand, but currently living in Bangalore. So today I am going to speak on topic in life. Sometimes what we really want, we never get. So it's in life, sometimes what we want, we never get. It's true. See, due to circumstances, we sometimes what we want, we never get because it says condition or due to some issues, he never achieved that what he really want. So have you heard about Yuvraj Singh, Toastmasters and guests?
Yes.
Present here? Yes. So can you tell me for what he is known for?
Aggression.
Six.
Yes, right. So he's the sixer king of Indian cricket, right?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to tell short story about Yuvraj Singh. So when he was in younger age, so he was like to play tennis, football, and skating, but he never want to play cricket. So his interest was into skating race. So once what happened? So once in his area, skating race was scheduled. So he participated in that, and it was under 14, and he was only 12 or 13 years, and he still participated in that. And by his effort and hard work, he completed 50 round skating race and won the gold medal and one certificate. So he went to his father after winning the gold medal and certificate. So he tell to his father that I won a gold medal and one certificate. But instead of his father should be happy, but he was not happy and was very sad. So he does not said anything to Yuvraj Singh, and he make him sit in the car, and then he threw his award and that gold medal and certificate and his skating all he threw out from the car because he does not want to be Yuvraj Singh to be skating race, want to go to Yuvraj Singh to skating race, and he want to play cricket for his for India, but Yuvraj Singh was not ready to play cricket. Actually, he was not interested in cricket. So for his father, he sacrifices his dreams to achieve his father dreams. So what happened? So after his hard work, he moved to the cricket and joined cricket team. And all you know, he hit 6 sixes in 6 balls in a 1 over in T20 World Cup for the first time for India. And India won that World Cup for the first time in 2007. So he became famous and great cricketer. And after that, he performed well in the 2011 World Cup in ODI World Cup, I know. And he was the man of the tournament after winning the World Cup. So his plans were different in younger age, but God have different plans for him. So due to circumstances, he never achieved his goals, and what he really want, he never get. Due to his father dreams that he want to play cricket, but his sacrifices achieved and get uh, passed in cricket, and he was a famous and great personality now. So this incident shows us that in life, what we really want, we never get. So same thing happened with me. So when I was in my younger age, means around when I was in 5th standard. So I demanded for the bicycle, a small bicycle, to ride and to learn how to ride that. So my father said that when you will get 85% in 5th class, then only you can get the bicycle. So I said, okay, then I will bring 85% and you should give me a bicycle. But after 1 year, when I got 85, above 85 in 5th class, so when I said to father that yes, now I bought 85% and now I want a small bicycle to learn how to ride it. So father said, I was not able to give you right now, but again, when you will bring above 80% in 6th class, then you will get a bicycle. So I said, okay. So again, I bought a good marks above 80. And again, I said, I demanded for cycle, but he said, I still don't have the money to buy that because I comes from the middle class background. So when I was in 8th standard, so I understood that what's the middle class family's life will be going on and how I should adjust in that. So in that way, when I was in 8th standard, then I forgot that demand and I learned through the big cycle of my friend. So in that way, so I want to conclude that in life, what we really want, we never get sometimes due to circumstances or God have some other plans for us. So that's it. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause to Toastmaster Bridges for this wonderful and inspiring speech. Hopefully you
Thank you,
get more
Vishal.
scores and buy more bicycles.
Thank you, Vishal.
Yeah. Now moving ahead, Toastmaster Pasha, I hope you are back. Yeah. Toastmaster Pasha, could you please unmute yourself and check the audio video once?
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible. You will start? Okay. Toastmaster Pasha, please restart your speech from the very beginning, right? So over to you, Toastmaster Pasha.
Who does not want to prosperous? Who does not want to be prosperous? Every one of us wants to be prosperous. Why we want to be prosperous? Because prosperity creates freedom. With freedom comes everything. Like with freedom comes peace, joy, happiness, power, comfort, life options, whatnot. Freedom is the foundation. So then from where this prosperity comes? Anybody from the audience?
Hard work.
Pardon?
Hard work.
Very good. Hard work. Then all are hard work, ma'am. Everyone is working hard, but no, everyone is not becoming prosperous. So, ladies and gentlemen, the only way to prosperity is entrepreneurship. Good morning, one and all. Bombay Kal to Bombay. My entrepreneurship journey. Bombay Kal is a small teeny village near Kaivara. You all know Kaivara. It is surrounded by small hills, mountains, landscapes, valleys, where my farms located. As a child, I was never interested in school and education. I hardly went to school till the age of 11 years. I would spend most of my time outside school and home. I had a lot of friends from all classes of my family. I spent most of my childhood in Bombay Kal, on the hills, mountains of Bombay Kal, rearing goats, sheep, and cattle. I was a cowboy, shepherd boy. So, see, what are the benefits I got from that life? See, I overcome all my fears in that village. I overcome the fear of all fears. Means I could climb tall trees, I could jump into deep wells, I could remove honeybee from honeybee hills. I was fearless. I became fearless, and I became very tall, and due to that hard work, I became very tall, strengthy, and tough person. Then, but what are the demerits? Demerits were, see, there were no manners. I was a pure village gouty boy. I don't know how to dress. No, this was disciplines. That carried me for a longer period of time till I went to BDS. Till that time also I carried all that habits with me, that village gouty habits. So the best thing about my Bombay Kal life was, so when I was in farm, I learned the basics of tradeship business. How in my farms I used to collect cashew fruits, and I used to carry them on my head to surrounding villages. By walk, I used to carry them in hot summers. That time there were no facilities of transportation. So then so for money, I used to sell my cashew nuts. Sometimes when people don't have money, that time also there was used to be exchange barter system like system. If I give cashew nuts, in return they will give me tamarind. You know the tamarind. So that type of, I started early in childhood. I started business like that. I learnt my trading business, this one skills. So I was after having spending this one life in my village life, I have become very strong, hard worker, means very bold, rash, reckless guy. Means one more thing about me was I was very rude and reckless. I would always troublemaker to anyone in my childhood. Because of my upbringing in that, most of the I spent time on hills and mountains and on jungles. I would like to be a jungly only, like in my childhood, somewhat like that. So fast forward, I became a doctor to your surprise. I became a dentist. After becoming dentist, I have my own ideas. I never listened to anyone, my parents also, to my anyone. I have my own ideas. I have innovative, creative ideas since childhood only. So then after became a doctor, I came to Bangalore. I saw Bangalore, there was a lot of saturation. There was no scope for dentistry. In 20 years ago only, there was so many dentists were there. So what I thought, I got an idea to go to abroad. My parents wanted me to also go to abroad. They wanted me to go and give interviews. But I didn't go to give interviews. Directly I go to the Maya Nagari, Mumbai, for a part-time job. I went there. I joined a part-time job there in Mumbai. Then I struggled a lot. But parallelly, I would give interviews. So in interviews, most of the times I would, because of my indiscipline, manners, after seeing my English poor communication skills, they would not pass me in any interview. So, but I didn't give up. I used to give several interviews to Dubai, Asia, all those things. So on one side, I was struggling with my going to abroad. On the other side, I am enjoying my life in Maya Nagari, Mumbai. What a beautiful life it was. So I tell you two things. The journey in local trains, I never forgot the journey in local trains. So one more thing is I never forgot my struggle in that 40 rupees bed system PG. Initially, I took for 40 rupees, which is very cheap in Dongri. I took one PG. So to just to sleep and wake up and go to the work like that. So in that PG, all classes of people would come. Drivers, cleaners, civil workers, poor to poorest people. It is cheap. You know, heard the cheap is always cost you. Cheap comes with a lower price, but it will cost you with higher price. I learned my lesson how, because for 40 rupees I joined that this thing, but every night I have to battle with that bed bugs, very big bed bugs. They used to suck my blood every day. But see that blood, every day I was losing my blood. That is costing me more. So intentionally I used to come late to my room so that let that first bed bug sleep, then I will go and sleep. Like that used to happen. So every night, so Mumbai city don't sleep. So last local was 12:45. So till I waited till local 12:05. I used to go to room around 2:30, 3 o'clock, spending times on the streets. That I enjoying that nightclub music, enjoying on streets. I go to sleep for around 4 o'clock or 4:30. Like that, my life was. So one side I was struggling. One more thing in local trains. What a journey! See, from Dongri to Bandra, I used to travel. I have to check two local trains. See, in local trains, the traffic that this was a free therapy in local trains. You need, see, if anyone has that joint problems, bone problems, spine problems, any orthopedic problems, I will advise them to just go and travel in Mumbai trains. They will suddenly they will get their treatment done for free. That type of sandwich massage used to happen. No need to go for jogging, no need to go for gym. Everything would happen in that local trains. It was, but for me as a village Gauti boy, I used to, for others it would be struggle in local trains. But for me it was very enjoyment, fun. Because I bought and grown up in the village. That type of, for me it was like Vaya Nagari means that this team suddenly from village to Mumbai city, that glory, that life, that past life, that fun, everything. I was one side enjoying, one side I was struggling. So as this everything was going on, I didn't realize how time passed, years went by. So my age was also going, but I got pressure from my home. Baba, you decide something. Still I am giving interviews there. No, I was not clearing in any interview. But one thing was I persisted. So I persisted. I took bold decision. I persisted. I hang on there. So hang on there, persisted. That the futures of see what is entrepreneurship is all about. Entrepreneurship is all about having one idea. You have to be bold. You have to take risk. That's all. So I took that risk of hanging there, persisting there. So later on, sir, later on options got open for me. So I started that was my in Mumbai Maya Nagari. That was started my entrepreneurship journey. Over to you, ma'am. Sorry, I could not see the timer. That's why maybe time has passed. I don't know, ma'am.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pasha, for the wonderful insight. Now, now I would like to invite our table topic master. Yeah. So we will have a bio break for 2 minutes, and then we will start with the table topic segment. So I request all the guests to be there to enjoy the table topic segment. Yeah. 2 minutes starts now.
Okay. We'll talk later.
Okay, let's come back, everyone. Now we will be continuing with our table topic segment, for which I would request Toastmaster Meenal to take us ahead in the table topic journey. Let's give a round of applause and welcome Toastmaster Meenal on stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. Am I audible to all? Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all doing today? Good. Am I audible, online folks? With a thumbs up? All right. So for the guest members, table topic is one of the sessions of Toastmasters, which provides an opportunity for all the members of Toastmasters to improve their improvisation skills, and it forces us to think on our feet. All right. So how is this going to work is I have some random topics with me, and I'm going to call each of the members, and they have to come on stage. They are not aware of the topic, and they will be given some time, and then they'll have to speak on the topic for about God knows how many minutes. I think the timer is going to help us with that. Okay, 1 to 2 minutes. So are you all ready? It is equally important as prepared speeches because it sort of helps all of us to improve our spontaneous talking skills, right? So I think all of us are very good at preparing our speeches and then delivering it, but we also need to work on our skills of how do we spontaneously talk about things. So with that in mind, let's begin. I
didn't tell him the timing because I thought.
Yeah, but that's okay. I think Tanmay just did it.
Yeah, so 1 minute green card, 1.5 minutes yellow card, 2 minutes red card. You'll have to wind up before 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yeah, I see one hands up. Okay, you wanted to speak, is it? All right. All right, let me start with guest members today. Let's see how they do, So I'll sort of first call Janki, if you want to come. So choose a number between 1 to 6. What's your favorite number? 1 to 6. Okay, number 2. So your topic is playing a sport versus going to the gym. What do you prefer and why?
So once again, good morning to all of you. So playing a sport or going to gym. Unfortunately, I haven't experienced the gym, but I go for exercise. I go for the morning walk and connect with the nature. So I will go for the sports. I like badminton. I like to play badminton in sports. Not professionally, but just for the fun of for my side. So I will go for these sports. Yes.
Right. Anything else you want to add? If it helped you somehow in any which manner, because you have time.
Yeah. So I would encourage everyone to just get out of the week schedule and go for the sports because it is good for our health fitness. So yes, that's it.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster. I mean, to be Toastmaster, Janki, very well said. Let's move on to our second speaker. I see Mr. Ajit keeping his hand up. So Ajit, please choose a number between 1 to 6.
Yeah,
Number 2 is already taken.
4 then. It's 4.
Number 4. So your topic is, how do you beat laziness in your life to be active? How do you beat laziness in your life to be active? And your time starts now. Over to you.
No, it starts when he starts speaking. Yeah.
Okay. So okay then. So I'll start now. First of all, actually, so hi everyone, and thank you for this opportunity. And probably this is the first time that I've been the part of this Toastmaster. And okay, so let's just move to the topic actually that I have got: how to beat the laziness. I guess that would be my favorite topic because I've been lazy actually since my childhood, yes, and I'm constantly trying to improve myself, and yet somehow I may have achieved, like in my personal thought, probably I may have achieved something actually which I should be proud of me, actually, no doubt. So what you need to do actually, or I would say like what I normally do to improve myself or to beat the laziness is like I will plan my day much earlier that it could be possible. And actually, and one more thing actually, like you have to list it down actually, every aspects or every drawback that you have or every like insecurities that you may have, you have to write it down. So that's what I do. I normally write it everything as in a note, and actually I'll be following. Oh, it's a green card. Okay. And then I'll try to follow actually for the very next morning actually. And yes, so if you can beat your sleeping habits, if you can beat your diet and eating habits, probably you can beat actually most of the things probably. And yes, so this is what actually that I can suggest to each and everyone here. Like actually you have to follow a plan, make yourself so much dedicated that no one can beat you in that segment, but it should be you. And yes, compare yourself with yourself, and I guess actually that's the only thing that you can beat the laziness. So thank you. Actually, I guess actually the red card will be coming up now, and I think I can wind it up. And yes, so this is what I had intended to say. I mean, yeah, it's intended to share you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ajit. Very well said. What I am doing is
Thank
I'm
you.
forcing myself to come diligently and attend Toastmasters meeting to beat my laziness. And we all should do that. All right, let's move on. So
Yes.
next, I'd like to call Kritika, I'm sorry. Choose a number between 1 to 6. 2 is taken, 4 is taken. Number 3. Okay. What's the mantra you follow to be physically fit?
It starts when I start.
Yeah, your first word is the dinner.
But yes, to start.
I don't start today. I just keep holding this. 1 second.
What's the mantra you follow?
Shall I start? This might come out of the blue, but I'd say I practice mindfulness is when I sit and I meditate. Meditate comes in different form for different people. They do different things. For me, it's more like I sit and contemplate, not so much thinking, but I just sit and try to not focus on anything. It's just to sit there and be is how I take care of my health physically or mentally. I believe that if you're mentally okay, physically everything turns fine eventually. So yes, I would say mindfulness, and I walk a lot. I live in Bangalore. I don't have any other option. Transport doesn't work most of the time, so I walk a lot, and that helps. Plus, my office is really inside, so that counts like 15,000 steps a day. That's my mantra for fitness. Other than that, I would suggest people should play sports, practice yoga, and do every other conventional thing that people are telling each other to do. Go to the gym, yoga, whatever you feel like you want to do, but move your body a lot, because you don't want to be a 50-year-old at the age of 24. That's not fun. Everything hurts. Your back, your knees, when all of those hurts, it's not fun. So I would suggest, yeah, I practice mindfulness, and I need to pick up some sort of sport, I feel. But other than that, nothing as of now. Thank you.
So let's be mindful of mindfulness and start practicing yoga, walking, because I think that is what all you want to do is sort of not be depressed, as Toastmaster Vishal had rightly pointed out in the beginning of the session. We have another round. I'd like to call Toastmaster Arya. Number 1 to 6, 2 is taken, 3 is taken, 4 is taken. Number 1. Yoga and the modern lifestyle. Your thoughts about that?
Actually, I haven't tried yoga. So morning lifestyle is good for me, because if I wake early in the morning around 6 or 6:30, so I prefer to go walk at least 4 or 5 kilometers. But I'm not able to do that as well, because due to the hectic schedule of my office, and also as family, because I need to drop my kid to school. So yeah, I prefer to go, but morning, yeah. So if morning can happen, so I prefer go evening. So, but the topic is morning, so I prefer something very quickly we can do, like some kind of stretching or something that could help for my daily fitness. So I prefer that. Other than that, apart from morning fitness or some kind of training stuff. Probably it will be good to drink a lot of water. Focus on what we are eating. So I think that is more good to a good addition besides like walking or anything, training stuff in gym. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, Master Ayan, sorry. The idea is to be fit, be it walking, yoga, gymming, whatever works for you well. Do we want to take one more round or are we done? Let's go, Arya. Your name, ma'am? Hi. All right, so I have one topic left. Are you an active fitness freak? If yes, how did it transform your life? If no, then what's stopping you from your fitness journey?
Fine. Okay. First of all, good afternoon, everyone. Well, I'm not prepared to speak today. That's the first thing I told someone I contacted from here. Anyway, definitely not a fitness freak. No, not at all. And I think laziness, first of all, is the most important thing that's stopping me from doing so. And it's about prioritization. I always feel that I prioritize other things more than my fitness, maybe because of the work that we do. We are so much occupied with the work that we do. We don't even, find time to actually even spend time with our family also sometimes. That's how today's life work. Just joining a company recently, trying to prove myself there, takes a lot of time from my day-to-day activities. Yeah, that's the main thing. And laziness, of course. I don't actually, if I get time to sleep, I would prefer that more. I am actually more of a sleepy person because I like dreaming a lot, mostly daydreaming. So I like my time to be spent on those kind of activities rather than, going and hitting the gym. Why take that much time for it? That's my motive, which is completely wrong. I understand, but yeah. So I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Master Arya. We wish with this you start your fitness journey. And I think since we are celebrating Yoga Day today, I think we all should start working on our fitness journeys. And as to be Toastmaster Kritika rightly said, let's more focus on our mental fitness than physical fitness. I think eventually, once you are mentally stable and strong, your physical fitness will work out. With that, this is the end of the table topic round. I hope you all had fun. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Vishal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Minter. Let's give a round of applause, online, virtual, as well as physically present audience. Everyone. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Now we will be moving ahead towards the general evaluation segment. But before that, let me just quickly explain what the last dance was all about. And okay, so we just to let you know about the yoga history, right? Why it started and why it's important for us as Indians, because this was the brainchild of Indians. It was our Prime Minister Narendra Modi who advocated for starting this Yoga Day, and it was first proposed in the United Nations General Assembly in September 2014, and it was co-sponsored by record 177 countries. And that's how while we play our role, Mother's Day, Father's Day, everything, but Yoga Day is something which our own brainchild, which is sponsored by our Indian governments, and that's why we should take pride, because we are advocating for our own sports in the worldwide arena. Having said that, this was Yoga Day celebration for this year at United Nations headquarters in New York. He's still at US and he's meeting all our CEOs, Google CEOs, and everyone around that, advocating for lots of things. And something coming up for Bangalore is a consulate is about to open over here. So that's something for all the Bangaloreans to be proud of. Having said that, he showcased why it's important to lead. And that's how in this picture, it's very evident the red dot is why a leader is important. And similarly, I would say our last executive committee had their last dance And today is their last meeting over here when we are meeting. And going forward, will be having a new EC members taking care. And this poster kind of reminds me of a very important documentary in Netflix. You all can watch it. It's about Michael Jordan. Friends, Michael Jordan was the best. He is known as the best when it comes to basketball. His team members are known as the best, right? So this was for Chicago Bulls, the team, and they were all followed by filmmakers throughout 1 year in the year 1997, and they recorded what it takes to be a winning team. And this was Michael Jordan's journey and their team members' journey. I would encourage everyone to watch it. But let's give a round of applause because our executive members today, Tanmay, Sonal, and everyone around Sankhya, right? And all the members who have contributed, they have actually played a pivotal role in raising the bar of this Toastmasters Club. So let's give a round of applause to them for their contribution. It's quite hard to come in, day out and arrange for this quality meeting. So kudos to all of you. Having said that, we have something for our new EC committee members. I know few of you have seen the poster somewhere, but our guests might not be aware about the posters. So let's give a round of applause and see who our new executive committee members are. Pretty much the same names here and there, but doesn't matter. They have volunteered, and let's give a round of applause for them and hope for a success in coming future for our Toastmasters Dance Club as well. Now, having said that, let's move to our evaluation segment. I would like to invite General Evaluator Toastmaster Lalita to kickstart the evaluation segment.
Thank you, Toastmaster.
No, you won't.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. So moving back to the evaluation. So the meeting started at 11:15 a.m. So the time was actually, it was supposed to start at 11 a.m. So we were delayed by 15 minutes. So this could have been avoided. And then Sergeant at Arms started the meeting at 11:15 a.m. And then the president, he gave a brief introduction about the history about the Toastmasters, and he also introduced all the guests. So that was a good thing. And we started recording at 11:25 a.m. So that could have been avoided. So we should have started actually at 11:15 a.m. And coming back to the TMOD, so can I call the evaluators now? Yeah. So with this, I will invite the evaluator. I think Toastmaster Sakshi is completed. Toastmaster Abhishek to give evaluation about speaker Toastmaster Chaitanya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Leta, and good afternoon, everyone. So Toastmaster Chetna, you clearly met your objective, and your speech was on L2P3 and light of my life. So you started your speech with a question, which was a very good impact, and all people they were engrossed. They were they're totally occupied. That was a good part. And you structured your speech in 3 or 4 parts. First you introduced, then you came and divided everything in 3 or 4 parts. Like first about, I think it was life mentor, then career mentor, and then you had, I think, peer mentor. Yeah. And you gave an example about life mentor, then career mentor, and other things. So overall, you organized well. It was a well-structured speech and everything was fine. But you can work more upon your eye contact. Like you can see here, all the sides here. You can use your body language, move across the whole area, like move here, then move there. You can use your whole space. So those things you can focus, and also speak like which should have a lingering effect on the speaker. And that should be riveting. So speak like that should, after 1 month, 2 months, people should remember. So to speak like that, and overall, it was an awesome speech. So over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Abhishek. So with that, I would like to invite Toastmaster Tanmay to give evaluation about Toastmasters Pasha's speech.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, General Evaluator of the Day, Toastmaster Lalita. First of all, I would like to congratulate Dr. Pasha on completing his level 3 project 3 speech and presentation mastery. He started with a question to the audience, like who wants to prosper and who doesn't want to prosper, basically. The answers were varied from like everyone raised their hand. And then he asked like, how do you want to prosper? What do you do that you want to prosper? Answers were again hard work, money, patience, and a lot of things, which gave us an idea of that how one single question can open so many realms of opportunities. He started with a story about how he was born and brought up in a place called Bombay, and then he had this entrepreneurship journey, his own discovery. So like he went on a discovery of himself, found out all what he is good at, what he can do, and turned out to be what he is today. He took upon this journey with himself. And as a part of the audience, like all of us sitting here, all of us online, I also felt included in this speech. Because every time he mentioned something which is remotely relatable, for example, traveling in local trains, or growing up in your village areas, growing up in mountains, playing here and there, going up with your friends, being rowdy, having fights, picking up fights. All of these seems relatable to most of us at some points in life. His journey is not just about a speech. It's much more than that. You know why? Because it talked about such moments of life which most of us would regard as embarrassing and would not want to revisit them, especially in front of a strange audience. But he is brave enough to do so. And that's what makes his special real. That's what makes his speech really special and stands out in everyone. He mentioned about like cheap comes at a lower price. This is one of the quote that I really like. Cheap comes at a lower price, but it costs you more in a long term. I could not relate more because that's what we have also observed in life. Anything that's cheap has a very high hidden cost. Now coming towards a few things that I feel could be improved. First of all, the camera angle. To give you an example, look at the Vishal's screen. The camera angle was something like this, but if he would have placed it something above, it would have been better so that there's eye contact with the audience. Now, this could be done by arranging your camera in at an elevated position. Secondly, voice modulation. Toastmaster Pasha did not track the timer. And even so, during his preparation of the speech, he did not account for how much time he is going to take. So I would give you an advice that while you are managing your time for the speech, while you're preparing your speech, break your speech into parts. For example, introduction, main body 1, main body 2, question and conclusion. That way it becomes easier for you to arrange your speech. And lastly, one of the most amazing thing, the entire story was captivating. All the audience was feeling included in the speech. With this, I would like to congratulate Dr. Pasha and give it back to General Evaluate.
So with that, I would like to invite Toastmaster Anjani to evaluate Toastmaster Brijesh speech. Toastmaster Anjani.
Thank you, General Evaluator Lalita. So Brijesh Dhyani was wonderful to bring out the journey of the Yuvraj Singh. He divided his speech into 2 parts, and it was a wonderful speech delivered by the Brijesh Dhyani. During his speech, he brings out the hard work and dedication of Yuvraj Singh towards the games and how he sacrificed his games to fulfill his father's dreams. And in that field, he also worked hard and prosperous by hitting 6 sixes in 2007 T20 World Cup. After that, he brings out about his life and tried to connect with that. As he said that in class 5th, his father told that after getting over 85%, he would get a bicycle, but he couldn't. All the best that you will get. But I want to say that some of the good uses during the speech was like word is circumstances that he used. But I want some of the some of the parts I would like to correct it, like try to be connected with the audience. And in your speech, 70% of the speech was on the journey of Yuvraj Singh and 30% of journey of yours. Try to be include your journey and deliver it. Yeah, when you are using hand, is my voice clear?
Yes, there is some technical issue that we are facing, but I think you can go ahead.
Yeah, continue.
You can.
Okay. So Dhani, when you are using your hand like this, it shows some underconfidence or you are not prepared at well. In some speeches, you didn't try to connect with the public, but all around it was good and good initiative. Back to general evaluator Lalita.
Thank you, Anjani, for that evaluation. So coming back to the evaluation section, so coming back to TMOD, the team chosen was good, like it was relevant. We had yoga day just recently, and it kept everyone engaging, like by asking everyone questions and making everyone laugh. And also there was like everyone participated, so that was really good. And one improvement point was like Brijesh was actually giving the second speech. It was not an icebreaker speech, so that could have been avoided. And coming back to the speakers, I think the evaluators like they've done the job. So I agree with all the evaluators, and I don't have anything else to add to that. And one suggestion for Toastmaster Pasha is like, whenever you give a speech, it is better you record the timings, because most of the time it exceeds beyond 8 minutes or beyond that. So it's better you record the timings, and as per that, you can prepare the speech. And coming back to the table topic master, like she gave the introduction, because many of them, like their guests, they are not aware of all this. So that was a good thing. And also the topics were very good, like the topics chosen were very good. And also you summarize, like when each speaker, when they spoke about a topic, you summarize that. So that was a good thing. And with this, like I would like to call upon the timer to present the report. Thank you.
For in the prepared speech section, all but Toastmaster Pasha has not qualified. So Dr. Pasha overshot on time. The others were within the time. In the table topics, it's very heartening to know that all were within the time and all spoke for more than 1 minute and 30 seconds. So that's a very, very good sign. And as far as evaluation is concerned, Abhishek and Anjani, they were less than the stipulated time period. So that's something that you can work on. With that, I hand it back over to Madam General Evaluator.
So with that, we are closing the evaluation section, and I would like to invite the president. Okay. So I'd like to call upon Toastmaster of the day, Vishal, to take over the meeting.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lalita. Let's give a round of applause to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Lalita, for this wonderful evaluation. Now with this, we are towards the end of our meeting, number 230, if I remember it correctly.
330.
330?
Yeah.
Okay. But 30 was right. It's 330. So with that, we are winding up. I would hope everyone, we will practice yoga, whatever we want, we will have an active lifestyle. That's it. As our guests already mentioned, mental skill is also important. So I hope there's lots of learning coming from this session. We had seen valuable laughing as well. That was wonderful. But having, again, let me just mute here. Okay. Now, having said that, I would request our presiding officer, Toastmaster Tanmay, to take us ahead in the journey and close the. Let's give a round of applause to Toastmaster Tanmay.
Thank you. Let's give a round of applause to everyone present in the meeting today. Thanks to all of you who have taken the efforts of braving the Bangalore's traffic and come here from all the way from Indranagar to Bilandur and whatnot. We all are here and we conduct successful meeting number 330. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our Toastmaster Day, who chose such a wonderful theme that it coincided with not just Yoga Day, but also the last meeting of the term. A big round of applause for our Toastmaster of the day. And a big round of applause for our overly enthusiastic Toastmasters.
Why? Why?
All right. So with this, we are going to close today's meeting. But before that, let me ask the guests, how did you felt in today's meeting? Any comments, any suggestions for us? And whoever wants to start can go further. I will start picking up. People online, Ajit, Shan.
Yes. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, so about the feedback comment or actually any review that if I can give, so I will be saying like I said, this is one of the best that I had. I was in dire need of actually, I have pinged you actually multiple times before just to join this one and to be part of that. However, I don't like this online thing. I would love to come over there to join, and because of some condition I could not come. Anyway, so next week also if you'll be having, then probably I'll be joining that one, and soon I'll be the official member of this Toastmaster. And yes, you can see since we start by 11:15 maybe, and I switched on my video maybe by around 11:30 around. By that time as well, I'm still smiling, and I'm still smiling now as well, because I really love that one. So yes, so thank you, and it was really a wonderful session for us just to learn everything about the lifestyles, the activeness, and improvements, social speech and all. So yes, thank you so much actually for making me part of this team. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ajit. Thank you. Anyone offline who wants to give their feedback? Arya, Janki, Kritika. You can come here.
Well, have been trying to join a Toastmasters club for a very long time. Really felt good coming and meeting all of you here. I found one thing very good about this meeting was that people were supportive of each other when they were speaking, which I really liked. And I think it's very important for the speaker also when others are supportive. So hopefully I join. Thank you.
We also hope so. And one thing about Arya, like she was like, I'm not prepared to give a speech, I'm nothing. And then she came here and then nailed it. She was like, okay, yeah, I came prepared for the table topics. So yeah, that's good to know. And we would look forward to having you in our many more meetings going forward as well. You want to add something, Janki? I'm getting names right.
So I think our guest Arya and Ajit had given best feedback. One thing I had to add is this is the best thing that to start the Sunday morning, like Sunday. So we're looking forward to join the club.
Definitely. Thank you. Welcome. All right. So if you guys have any other feedbacks you do not want to share in public, you can always reach out to me. You have my contact number, and you can get it from the groups as well, the guest group, the club group, and anywhere. And if you do not have it, I will just post it in after the meeting. Now we are going to close this meeting, and I would like, this is the last term as my presidency of this program here. I would like to invite our next president to bang the gavel to end this meeting.
No, this is yours. We will have an induction ceremony.
All right, sure. Okay. So with this, I'm not going to bang it on his head. Don't worry. Yes.
Last day, he's what do you say? He's conducted around 50 meetings as a president. So he's done a phenomenal job. You round of applause as he bangs the gavel.
Thank you, everyone. And meeting number 330 is officially concluded. We are going to stop the recording now. Toastmaster Minal, do the honors. And we are going to